Whew, summer sunshine and the VR headset is collecting dust in the corner. We all know the feeling, right? You want to play, but just thinking about a round of Beat Saber makes you start sweating. But what if I told you that you don't have to give up on your VR summer? I picked up the 10 best easy and relaxing VR games for the Meta Quest that are still a blast to play even when it's 30 degrees Celsius outside in the shadows. And most of them from the comfort of your chair. And best of all, for all the games you can get a 10% discount using my coupon list in the description and the pinned comment. My name is Thomas and you're watching Voodoo.de VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
Voodoo.de.
Kicking off with a game that is the very definition of chill VR and is considered one of the best Quest games ever for a reason. Walkabout mini golf. Forget strenuous walking across a golf course. This is pure fun with physics that feel incredibly realistic. What makes it special are the fantastic and creative courses. You'll play in a sunken pirate town, on an asteroid in space, or even in the world of Jim Henson's Labyrinth. The game is fully playable while seated, and the only movement is a gentle swing of your arm. It's perfect for playing around with up to 8 friends and just chatting. It's less a sports game and more a virtual hangout spot. Next up, we have the ultimate 3D jigsaw puzzle for anyone who wants to switch off. Puzzling places. Imagine a classic puzzle, but instead of flat pieces, you're assembling hyper-realistic 3D models of real places created using photogrammetry. The click when 2 pieces fit together is incredibly satisfying. It's the perfect Zen experience to unwind after a long day. And the best part, for hot days, you can play it not just sitting or standing, but even lying down. It really doesn't get more relaxed than this. Number 3 is an absolute masterpiece and a must-have for every VR owner, Moss. In this action adventure, you don't play as the small brave mouse Kill, but as the reader, a benevolent spirit who views the world from a diorama perspective and helps Kill on her journey. You control Kill with a stick, but at the same time you interact with the environment to solve puzzles and manipulate enemies. This game is designed from the ground up for comfortable seated VR play and avoids any kind of motion sickness with a fixed camera perspective. A beautiful fairy tale-like experience that will captivate you without making you sweat. And its success was so great that there is an equally acclaimed sequel, Moss Book 2, which brilliantly expands the story and game mechanics. Got friends over but don't feel like a sweaty multiplayer session? Then Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes is the perfect party game for the summer. The concept is brilliant and simple. One player sits in a room with a ticking time bomb wearing the VR headset. The other players, the experts, have a diffusion manual but can't see the bomb. What follows is a delightfully chaotic communication puzzle that takes place entirely while seated. It's all about clear instructions and quick thinking, not physical exertion. Each bomb is procedurally generated, ensuring endless replay value. A game that will test your friendship, but is guaranteed not to make anyone sweat. Remember the Hot Wheels or slot car tracks from your childhood? Trackcraft brings the feeling directly into your living room from a mixed reality experience. In this racing game, you use your hands to build the wildest racetracks that wind through your real space. Loops over the couch, jumps over the coffee table, your imagination is the only limit. You can control the little racers from a bird's eye view, making it a perfect game for the armchair. It's less of a sweaty racing game and more of a creative puzzle and skill game, reminiscent of classic titles like Trackmania. Thanks to the track editor and countless community creations, there's virtually endless content. If you are looking for the ultimate relaxing experience, there is no getting around real VR fishing. This game transports you to breathtakingly beautiful photorealistic fishing spots around the world. But don't worry, you don't have to be a fishing expert. The gameplay is super accessible and the focus is clearly on the relaxing atmosphere. You can just sit there, listen to nature and enjoy the view. The most brilliant feature, you can open a browser in the game and watch YouTube or listen to your favorite music on Spotify while you play. This is the perfect virtual getaway for hot days. You're in the mood for an epic game right with friends, but nobody wants to leave the house in this heat? Then Demeo is the solution. Imagine a complete Dungeons and Dragons night as a VR game. You gather with up to 3 friends around a virtual game board, choose your heroes and fight your way turn by turn through dark dungeons full of monsters. The game is purely strategic and played entirely while seated. You can grab, rotate and zoom the game board as if it was real. It's all about tactics and teamwork, not fast movements, the perfect social fun for a long summer evening. For the creative and quiet souls among you, Vermillion is an absolute dream. This isn't a painting app, it's a hyper-realistic oil painting studio in VR. The feeling of mixing colors on the palette and applying them to the canvas with a brush is incredibly authentic. Just without the expensive materials and the mess afterward. The game even perfectly simulates wet-on-wet painting. The best part, you can just lean back, use the integrated web browser to start a Bob Ross tutorial on YouTube and paint along directly on the virtual canvas. It's the ultimate Zen experience that requires absolutely no physical effort and is perfect for relaxed creative afternoons. Ready for a real mind-bender, A Fisherman's Tale is a short but unforgettable puzzle adventure with a unique concept. You play as a fisherman puppet in a small cabin. In the middle of a cabin is a model of that same cabin with a smaller version of you inside, mimicking your every move. And when you look out of the window, you see a giant version of yourself. The puzzles are based on playing with these different scales. A small anchor becomes huge when you give it to your tiny self. It's brilliant, charming and played entirely while seated. A perfect short experience that will stick with you for a long time. This game also has a sequel, Another Fisherman's Tale, which turns the gameplay on its head. Here you solve puzzles by detaching and controlling your own body parts. To finish off, let's take a relaxing trip through time. Lost Recipes is a cooking simulator that isn't about stress and hectic rush, but the exact opposite. You travel to historically accurate kitchens from ancient Greece, China and the Maya civilization and learn from ghosts how to prepare traditional dishes. The game rewards accuracy and care, not speed. It's an incredibly calming and satisfying experience that can be played entirely while seated. You learn about other cultures and don't even have to do the dishes at the end, right? What more could you want on a hot summer day? So that was my top 10 list for a cool VR summer. Now it's your turn. What are your favorite relaxing VR games for when it gets too hot outside? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to use my coupon codes, and also don't forget to hit the like button. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to see even more VR news. Thanks for watching and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
Bude.de